Hi guys, here is Mike Brim and we again on the Lotus. This is second part of the video and we go for smokes. We rush and do some rushing smokes, we do some default smokes, we do some one-way smokes, and we're gonna do some even passive and defensive smokes, what I do usually in my games. These smokes working till the diamond and Ascendant level. I'm not the immortal player or radiant player, so but till that moment, I think some of them still gonna work on even higher level. Let's see. Let's see what I have, and maybe you can touch something. It's not only about the Brimstone. It's about the every smoker you have, Omen, Clove, Astra. We don't care. So because these smokes are kind of logical definition of the smoker is that you put some smokes and preventing enemy from rotation, from killing you, from helping you spike planting and diffusing the spikes, and just zoning some, the very crucial aspects like a heaven, like here when you start coming planting the bomb. So this is the smoker duty. He needs to help your team to survive better. Yeah. What we do here now, so we're going C to discuss. So when I play the Brimstone on or any other smoker, I go here and I put very deep smoke like this and very deep smoke like that. Why I do this? Because when we are rushing here, we have full control of the zone. We can kill this guy who kill us, so we can trade this person. And also these guys have no opportunity to try to flank you or make very fast peek and kill the spike planter. Yeah, if we put smoke like this, like zoning all this spot, your enemy team can stay here and they are safe. Yeah, you can stay here like that, waiting for your guy coming in, and he actually, now your teammate is exposed. Yeah, he wants to check the city and he is dying. Or you're planting the bomb and nobody covering, you just kill the guy. Yeah, he just running, checking, oh, nobody is here, and he kills that plant. This is very dangerous smoke, so don't do that anytime. You can do it only if you place in a stack, you place 5 people, you for example zoning everything, and you waiting for enemy. Yeah, you have one guy who ready for this bad smoke and he waits. Yeah, he looking for this smoke, you planting, he waiting for the noise of your spike, and he just killing the guy. Yeah, one or two guys gonna die. Yeah, you see this is a bad thing, so here's the gap. So basically I sold my teammate. I need to make this smoke even closer. But usually I don't throw this smoke, but this smoke has opportunity. Yeah, deep smoke, but only if you play in a stack and you already know what expect from each other. Yeah, guys, very important. Don't sell your teammates. So way better do very deep smokes like that, and you're safe. Yeah, you're gonna shoot enemies here, enemies here. So 3 positions. You are 5 against 1 or maximum 2 people all the time. That's why C and B and A on Lotus is pretty hard to defend. This is one of the hardest for defense map. People think Lotus is very, like good map for defense, but I would say no, because if you have a lot of fakes, you have a lot of trades. Defenders are in very disadvantaged position. Imagine you for example killed one person here in the middle, yeah. So some like defender killed one of your guys here, you traded him, and you're 4x4. Imagine how hard for defenders to guess where you're going, especially if your team has a lot of reveals, a lot of the fakes. You have the Omen, you have Yoru with some jumps, with some noises you can make. It's very hard. On another default smokes. If you come here and you put the smokes like this, and here, for example, some person of yours coming and see the machine gun or shorty and they stuck here too. Yeah, it's very hard to come out and you're gonna die. So basically what I do most of times, I put this type of the smoke like this, a bit closer to them. We open the door, we're checking the flank. We're coming here with a shift, all 5 of us. We're going inside on smoke, and after rush, we rush. Yeah, we start rushing. All 5 come out. All 5 come out immediately. And believe me, this smoke is very insane. This smoke, not this one smoke, yeah, but this smoke, this one. You need to see that you see, you a bit up. You see, this smoke comes out a bit because you zoning this guy and zoning this guy. See, I'm defender. So I'm watching this spot on the start. Doors are open. I'm a bit relaxed because we're thinking they're rotating B, and this guy who was with me, he goes to the waterfall and goes to check B. Yeah, he has to go there because if they're not, bad players, they have to do this. And because we just go flanking one guy on B or even just go in a free plant. This is insane hard to retake after it. Small gaps and small entrances to the B spot. And you were just killing, and believe me, most of times you're gonna be traded one-on-one, or even you can kill one guy just unexpected with a pistol or with a knife, or even you go in a free plant because the guy on the waterfall, or maybe 2 guys on the waterfall, just go and go B, and you just go like this in a just rushing. Oh, nobody is here. Coming here, some sage wall here, so you put the spike and you go for the lineup. Yeah, you just immediately retake. You check the backside. Yeah, the flanker, the lurker. Nobody's coming here. You can stay like here to take. You can crouch here. Better is do this, I think. You just go here, and this is immediately. If you're a very smart guy, you can even do that. It's almost impossible to double check you because the person who is coming, if he's not coming from this very far angle, he don't see you. Usually people flank from the B, they come like this. Yeah, they just try to pick out all the positions. They pick this one and you die. You see, like, he picked this position, pick here, and but you're sitting here. So usually I go like this and I'm dying. Yeah, so this smoke is very insane. This is the fake smoke, and this smoke gonna help you to win. Also, if you in a post plant clutch, like 1, 2 people, you do what? For example, you ask your Sage or Gecko to put spike here. Yeah, this is very good spike plan. Why? Because you come here and you have some very good control from the sand. It's pretty hard for them to predict because you can come from here on the sand, you can come from here to the sand, yeah. You can even come from here. It's even unpredictable, like hop on shorting, bam, and you kill the guy. Even if you trade it, you kill the diffuser, and oh my god, for them is a nightmare. They need to run, all this angle. If it's not a jet, like people who can jump, agent who can jump, he's just like, oh my god, he losing another 5 seconds of just rotating. So you put the smoke like this, you see, and you ask your teammate to put the bomb here, yeah. If you know you're together and some information he's close B, you put the bomb and ask your teammates stay like that. Yeah, you can stay even here. So this is unpredictable situation. They can run on the water. So because if I know my teammate in my smoke, and if I have, for example, 2 smokes, or just usually it's only 1 smoke, because if you're rushing somewhere you're not succeed, you lost 2 smokes minimum. But you have 2 smokes, you just all the time just make it new. Yeah, make it new. Here is almost one-way smoke. You can stay even like that. This is unpredictable spot. Nobody expect you here. Nobody is like it's like most stupidest position in the world, but this is the key, because if against the strong players, they're gonna check this position. Yeah, they're gonna check this position, and when he gonna go on a hard pick, he gonna check this box here, and he dies. He never gonna catch you here. Yeah, it's impossible. So you just wait. And most of times you're gonna kill. I usually, if I stay with 2 and 2, I stay here, put the smoke like here, ask my Sage or my Geeko stay in smoke, yeah, and most of times I kill the person here in the back. Like 90% of times I just killing unarmed person. And when the smoke disappear, your teammate jump out. And you together stay like this. He check water, and I check, yeah. I'm in charge to kill this person fast. If we know they're on the spike, I start moving like this a bit. checking. If they're not picking, I come in here. Why I'm doing this? Because I need to save this guy on this spot. If you're afraid of your skill, come close and do this. Very fast and come back. Change your position, never pick from the same angle all the time. Always change the position. Okay, so this is about rush C. C is the easiest thing what to rush. Never put smokes like this. This is like most stupid smokes you can do. Yeah, this is like a bad, like a bot smokes, because you help your enemy survive entire round. Yeah, they can hide in your smokes. They can even stay here. Oh my god, this is impossible to win. They see you first. They never go like, because you never go like this and watch like that. Yeah, you go like this. You go like this. You wanna kill this guy here, but he's in behind you. This is insane. You're just dying and killing your teammate. Yeah, this smoke also is very annoying, because here they can just easily throw some mollies, they can throw some grenades, and they are not tagged. You don't see them. This is insane bad, guys. Insane bad. So also, then what we do if we are saving the plan, yeah, if we are defenders. Most of times I do this type of smoke, yeah, because if I put my smoke a bit closer to here, I allow my enemies to come very close and just rush together 5 and give them option. Here they're rushing, they are exposed from all the positions, yeah. So for them it's more scared to rush out, and usually if you see this smoke, enemy never rush. Only if like a Reyna put some flash, like a bridge, like a shock blasts, you know, like Phoenix flashes. But you need to be ready. You always check on your teammate or your enemy uh, who plays against you. Yeah, you have to check. If you see a lot of flashes, an enemy team, you need to be ready. They're gonna go through your smokes, through your walls, through your stands, through your mollies all the time. So you need to be prepared. So you're not staying like this. You stay like that to avoid a lot of uh, extra default flashes, and start to at least try to kill one. Yeah, try to kill one or make him very low. Yeah, make him suffer. If you, for example, Jet or Neo running, make him like a 2, at least 1 jump and double check. Yeah, check and check them here. If you don't believe in your skill, put yourself in this position. Nobody kills you from here, from the box. Just stay here. Nobody kills you from here, so you can check this one. If you're Brimstone, just through some molly like this, you know they're not gonna come, you can tag him here and wait. Usually people what do? They just run in here, they have full information, they checking waterfall, and they're showing their back here. You just come and kill this person, and kill this person. So you kill at least 1 or even 2 people if you're alone, but make sure that you're not under flashes, yeah? I would say you can do this move. I do this sometimes and never stay here, because the enemy is just rushing and just like, and they can just randomly tap you. I put the smoke, stay here, waiting for the rush, because I see my enemy faster. If a lot of enemies just come in, I'm trying from this position to come here, and if I see like 2-3 more people just run out, I ignore them and I come try to do this. This is very dangerous, guys. Maximal dangerous thing, but if you're lucky, you can just kill an armed person here or here. If nobody's here, usually someone is there or walking the lurker. So I just go like this, I ignoring enemy team and coming like that. It's not working all the time. You can even put the smoke a bit far like this, but here you're not secure. So you need to stay calm here. After that you come here and you see you have small gap, move like this. If you see a lot of people here, nobody is there, definitely kill them. Yeah, if they're not checking you. But most of times what enemy do? They just running here, they're helping the spike, and they start to do this. That's why if they're rushing, You have like couple of seconds to do this. This is very crazy thing, but it worked once. Or even on Diamond Lobby, it worked once, but yeah. But this is something what you do when you, for example, losing a heart. Yeah, for example, you're losing like 8-0-8, you know, or 0-9, yeah. So and everything you do in your team, nothing is working. Your enemy is killing you, destroying you. So you need to do something to change the game, yeah, change the rules of the game. And most of the times, or you start to be a duelist on a Brimstone, or you start to be a very hard lurker on a Brimstone. Everything you try to do just to, you know, shock your opponents, you know, to make them like, what the fuck is happening? This is very hard on a Brimstone, you always need to think. But for C, we have very limited smokes, yeah? Usually for defense this smoke, yeah? If you wanna scary and shock your opponent, put these smokes and come here, you can even come back like this and kill them in the back, yeah? Or you can rotate in this, because your first smoke is not finished yet, yeah? You have two smokes, and you come like that. You see, you're safe. You're very safe. This is what about the C. Now we go for the B. And B is more interesting because we have a lot of entrances here. So for attacker, what we do most of times, we put smokes like this, we put smoke like that, and we can put like this. You wasted all of your free smokes, but you closed everything, yeah? So you're making your enemies to be exposed and come out. Even this box is not even, you see? He can't see us. That's why it's very important to be careful with this box. For example, if you put very deep smoke like this, your enemy, who is has very good aim, he can stay like this and kill at least one or even two people, because they think, oh, we have smokes, we can run inside, and some sage or with the walls in the hand, running and dying. You know, most of times have Orena coming with a flash with the hand and dying because of this guy. This is very hard and very bad smoke. That's why always put the smoke here to make sure you cover this box. Yeah, this box needs to be covered. Or you can do these very deep smokes, and you basically allow your opponent to come here and fight with you. But if they fight with you, they are exposed, yeah? They coming here, just wait. See, like, he coming here, he's one against all the team, yeah? This is also very good smoke. But if you want a more safe and 100% plan possibility, just put this smoke. This smoke is best, 20 seconds. They're the same. If you have another smoker or you have Omen Clove, ask one of them to put smoke somewhere here or here. And this spot is better Brimstone, yeah, because for them it's harder to pick from the Brimstone smoke than rather than other smokes, yeah. So ask them to put the smoke here or here. If you have only you yourself, unfortunately B spot is very expensive spot to rush. You know, you come here, you need to check everything, you guys losing, you have flashes, blasts, blah blah blah, with some planting, someone needs to cover you from here, from here. So most of times one of your teammate stuck himself like this, you know, staying here and waiting for rotation, because sometimes people can do like this, hop, very fast, and you're gonna kill them. So most of times one the planter, one stuck in here, and one stuck here in front of this smoke. That's why I put the smokes always like this, you know, very deep. So your teammates always have chances to scary them. You see, this is the best smoke, because your teammates can stay like this, even you can stay like that. And if you hear they like or reloading, you know, or just doing some shots, you could just hop inside, and they're not gonna be in a smoke. Yeah, you can even scare one or even kill one or even two people. Rotation is good because remember the lineups, we're not gonna touch it. I just showed the lineups for the Brimstone mollies from here. So you basically put the smokes. What you do on the Brimstone, you're putting the smokes through the beacon. You all the checking the spots. You help your teammates come in. You know, checking all the spots, and you rotate. Wait for the lurk. This is what you do. You're waiting for the lurk. Your teammates fighting. you kind of selling your team, fighting, and you stay for the mollies, yeah? Here or here. If they're pushing very hard, for example, your teammates are pushed from the door, just don't stay there, stay here. Don't pick, wait for this spot, kill some ISO Reina in the back, rotate, or if you have default, rush towards the wall. Remember, I showed you, and put this molly in the middle. That's why most of times ask your opponents, your teammates, put the smoke here or here. Yeah, very important. Okay, this is about attacking smokes. It's about if you're against all the team. If you're against one person, you're clutching one-on-one. Put the molly here, and just run out very fast and go for the lineup. Yeah, go for the lineup because you have lineup on this spot from the root here. Remember I show you, sorry, from here. And do this, or you can, like, you have to smoke, just put like this. You have some train station here, so put some bomb here, do some shift, checking all the spots. You see, I'm secure from everywhere. That's why you can zone every single angle of your site. You see, these two smokes are ideal because you can come inside, immediately put the spike here, and the same way on a shift come out. Look on yourself on the map. You see, if you can't control, if you don't understand where you are, look on the map. Always look on the map. You see, look on the map. I'm looking myself on the map. Oh, and I'm going to my molly spike. Yeah. If I'm against in the clutch one-on-one, maybe I will not go here. Yeah, maybe I will go there. Maybe I will go up if I have information he's in C. I no point for me to come in there. I know he's in C. For me, it's easier to come here on this spot and wait for info. I'm waiting like this. He not gonna find you. He not gonna kill you. He just stay like that. Imagine how smart this guy needs to be, like 1 million IQ, you know, to come here, to double check all the spots, you know. Bomb is ticking. He's checking all the spots. He needs to do this to kill you. Yes, you will die and you will lose the round, but believe me, it's almost never gonna happen. Maybe one game out of 1,000 gonna happen with this shot. So, and you pick the round. Okay, against if you're defender, easy, yeah? You can play this smoke easy, or you can put a bit up smoke, but you see a bit right side, like this. Sometimes I put this type of the smoke, like that. Why I do this? Because behind this smoke I can hide. I can hide because of the flashes. And if someone's rushing, they try to do something like this. And most of times it's very hard for them to do this immediately. That's why I'm always crouching and sitting like this, like a bot. Kill one, maybe kill two. If you kill two guys, it's a perfect spot for your team. If you kill two people on the rush, it's everything you can do. It's the best you can do. In all teams, you can watch like a tournament, championships, like cyber sport things, you know, and professional teams. If you kill at least one or two people when you're defending the spot, you did your job, guys. If you do it all the time, you're one of the best defenders of your spot. Believe me. So if you do at least one kill all the time, at least one, and make a lot of damage or a couple of next players, you're the gold. You're the one of the best players in your team. Believe me. This is how it works in all the games in the shooters. If you kill two, you're the god. If you kill more, I don't know, you're like a superhero. Okay, so you just put the smoke here. If you're in the clutches and you know the people are rushing and you're alone, you can do something like this. Very stupid smoke, very bad smoke, but you can play like this, yeah, and guess where they're running. Because if you killed one, you can rotate. You can even go in the smoke. You can even scare them. Because if you're alone against 2 or 3 players, you need to play very aggressive in some positions. No point to sit somewhere here in the corner and wait for the bomb plant. Why? Because if they're planting the bomb, They're rotating in every corner. They're gonna pick all the positions, and that's all. They're gonna sit and wait for you. You're gonna die. What's the point for you to stay there? That's why if you're alone, don't allow enemy to plant. Understand that, guys. Don't allow enemy to plant. You need to understand this in your brain. If you're alone against a couple of people, like more than one, you can't allow them to plant because they're gonna put themselves like a two of them in the main. What you gonna do with them? You're out of the position. That's why if you're against 2 or 3 players, try to kill at least one of them and rotate somewhere. Yeah, and the smoke's gonna help you. Like put the smoke like this, wait for the guy, killed, and change your spot. Yes, you're in a danger. You can be traded, but they're not put in the plant because you have time. You can rotate. They can even run away. Because if you don't hear the noises here when you're waiting on this spot, they're usually not going A, they're going C. Yeah. So you have full information. You have good headset. You hear everything what's happening here. Yeah. So if you stay here after 1 kill, just come back and go C. Yeah. Defenders of the here is very like only limited smokes. Yeah. For attackers we discussed. Now we go for A side. What we do on the A side? A side is very complex and very hard side on a Lotus because we have entrances through the door, we have here, we can rotate, we can flank from the back. So we can do a lot of things on the spot. Most of times you smoking the stairs, drop the beacon, and you guys rushing. This smoke is very bad. Yeah? Your opponent stays here, he can try to flank your team when they start putting the spike and he sees everything. Yeah, this is the worst smoke you can put. Never do this. So, if you want a good smoke, you can do this smoke. This is professional smoke. Why? Because here you predict there's some chamber operator. He usually gonna stay in the smoke. You crouch, immediately kill this guy. Plus you have all information about this spot that nobody is there. Yeah? Or the default smoke, you have to do this smoke. You just close everything and make your enemy to step through the smoke, be out of position and try to guess where you are. Most of times people not gonna pick through this smoke. This is very dangerous, yeah? You need to check here. How the hell you can check all the spots? No. There's maybe like some maniac can do this. Something happens, guys. Something's gonna happen. Some crazy people gonna run together for the smoke and kill all your team. It's always happening, but it's gonna be just exception, not a mandatory. Okay. So you put the smoke here. It's a normal one. After that, you throw beacon. Your team running, and you put smoke. You see, like, you see my center of the smoke, center of this line. I do very good. One-way smoke, he can't stay here. For him is very bad. He gonna die. He needs to step that. And heaven is close. If you wanna do very safe plan without trading, what you do most of times? You free beacon here to help your team rush very fast. Bam and bam. And you guys running. Yeah, checking all the spots. You're checking all the spots and plant the bomb here or plant the bomb here. Definitely your team needs to help you because solo you can't do everything. Even the some good duelists, only with the flashes maybe Breach can zone every zone with the shock blast in the flashes and put the fast plan. Yeah, I think that's why Breach is one of the good initiators actually. So, or you can do something like this, yeah? You're going, already traded some person, and plan. Some of your teammates stays here. Sorry, my mouse slipped. Your team members stay here and waiting, yeah? Usually, most of the times people gonna do this, and they die, yeah? Just stay like this, check. My smokes are not disappeared yet, and you're rotating. You're rotating to the doors, Yeah, to the link and waiting for enemy. If you have Odin, this is super easy. But still, yeah. If not there, you just come here. If you're alone, just double check all the spot because smoke is here. Come and look on the map, guys. Always look with your eyes on the map. I see so many players not on even on the diamonds. They're not looking on the map when they're in a clutch. You see, I see myself on the map. I see where I'm looking. So if a lot of smokes here, I can approximately aim that. Remember they got these tags, you know, these pinks in real games. They just took it out because actually it's a cheating. You put this thing and you see where is the spike. Yeah, you always see where the spike is. You can do this all the very good wall bangs, very ideal ones. Nowadays it's only in a custom game I can put. Yeah, what the people did in the past. I did that. See, I saw previously. But you can look on these columns. You see column ending, yeah? Hop. Always look on these angles. Always look. You see, I'm shooting perfectly where the spike is. So another two smokes. We can put the smoke like this. Nobody gonna kill you only from this angle. But you know it. If you do this, you come on close and shoot. Yeah? Shoot immediately. Not even if you don't see anyone. Just shoot. You're gonna pre-fire this person. It works all the time against very aggressive players. I like that. It looks like a very bad stupid smoke, but actually it's not. It works always against very strong aimer. This is even better. Yeah, this is now I put the close. Nobody sees me. Put here, and your teammate just protects you. You plant it, and you rotate, and you wait. Some of you can go to the tree, someone staying in the building. Also, if you in the tree, you can put this type of the smoke and stay here. Stay here a bit and wait for your enemies to come inside. Most of the times they're gonna come here, you kill. You see, because in the Brimstone smoke, you see you're opening faster. If someone is killed, you see, I look on my map. You see, I look my map. I always look my eyes on the map because I need to point my crosshair good. Yeah. Because here I can just be, see, like, where exactly I need to look. Yeah. I look on my map, look on my beautiful Brimstone on the map. Hop. If I need this spot, hop. Very fast. And I'm not losing like a half second, you know, to aim, you know, because if you do this, you strong player can just one tap you till this moment. Yeah? This smoke is bad because you're zoning yourself from defending the spike. Because you jump here and you're exposed. They see you faster than you see them. And most of the times you're gonna die. Yeah. If you're a defender, you put very default smoke like this. You can hide behind this wall. You see, ideal. Oh, again crouch. Don't stay, never stay, because good people just do that. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna tap you in the headshot. Crouch. Always crouch. Be bot. Yeah, in this position, be bot. Okay. You can put even like this. This is harder one for them to predict you. You can stay here very close. Also crouch. Like that, I would say like this is the best one. Jet flying, neon rushing, hop. When you defend, also you can put some smokes like this. And try to catch all of this territory, but you need your teammate. Usually 3 people needs to come with you, some flashes, some grenades, yeah. You threw these ones, you threw some molly like this and start to check. Because definitely here gonna be someone, like 99% someone wants to have some control, they step here and waits. So if you don't have flash, don't do it. If you come here, you die, yeah. So if you have this type of the smokes, and you're controlling the zone already, they're rushing, flashing, shock blasting, you're checking some jumps here, but don't come here, yeah? You're just controlling all this spot, crush the door, make vision you're going out, but come back, yeah? You have third smoke, put the first smoke here, and control with your teammate. So don't afraid of waste of your smoke, because if you do some big plays and controlling, you know, like you controlling a lot of the map. You see, if you do the smokes and you not allow your enemies to come in, you don't hear any voices behind the rubbles and the roots. It makes basically it's a 30% of map controlled by only your free smokes. So 300 credits. Just control the 30% of the map on the Lotus. One of the biggest maps in the game, actually. So I would say it's a perfect investment. Yeah? So do this. So smoke here and here. If they're rushing the tree, always put smoke like this. And believe me, nobody goes in the walls because you can in the door because you can stay here. Doors open and you see them faster than see you. You kill them. Yeah? You kill them. If you sit like this, crouch, you kill them. So you kill one or two people with your reaction. If somehow it happened and they rushed here, so don't put smoke like this, remember? Because you allow your enemies to come like this. Yeah, you're not, and you can be distracted, and you allow you give them this big gap of the wall, you know, not this small one. That's why put inside like this and wait. You see, now they have limited space to come out, rather than you put the smoke like this, and they have all space like that, you know, a lot of space. So you're doing very bad job for your teammate. No, no way, don't do this. Don't smoke yourself here, you basically blocking yourself, you stuck with the option coming here, and if people see the smoke and they have no brimstone, they knew you threw the smoke, so probably here is somebody. You will have some grenades here immediately and some mollies or some poison, so be careful with that. Yeah. This is kind of the all like a normal maybe this smoke usually not helping. I will explain you why. So, okay, you put yourself in the corner here. Yeah, imagine we control the A plant, but why this smoke is the worst smoke in the game? Because they just crushing the door. They ignore all of your team on A and just rotate. And most of times when they're rushing, you have minimum 2 people on A or even 3 people. The third one is on the stairs. And most of times it means what? That on B is 1 and C is 1. Even if your team enemy is very strong, they can even crash the door, ignore this spot, and all team gonna open this door and rush to the C. If they luckily traded C guy, all of your team stuck on A behind your smokes, and they are already planting in 15 seconds. So how many times you see this happen in the Lotus? I think if you tell me very rare, you lie to me. Yeah, because in real normal games, I see these rotations on the Lotus maybe every third, fourth round with the good teammates and good enemies. So this is all the smokes, good and bad smokes you can do. This is the random smokes, which you just helping you. Sometimes you can put some, you know, some one-way smokes to block that enemy. If you put this smoke, you know he's not coming from there. He's gonna die. So you have all information can come on this angle. Yeah, you're zoning the guy with 100 credits. The same thing here. If you know that they are running sometimes B and you're staying C, you can put the smoke like that. And what you do with this smoke on the start of the game, if they starting here, they're waiting. They're waiting, you delaying 10-15 seconds for your enemies to come anywhere because they didn't know. Maybe you stay here with a judge, you know, with a judge with shorty and waiting for enemy. And you have very good options. Also, this type of the smoke from defender side covers B and actually C side very well. I can through like this. I threw that smoke. I can through these two smokes and I can go A. Believe me, I took so many rounds by this. Just only me. I threw these two smokes and I going A because they're always rotating A, killing A, and maybe if they have ideas, oh, let's go B, they see this fake and this one way and this fake on the pillars, they again go in A, and I'm stuck in here. I'm helping my team as a third and even fourth member because they always took all the rounds on A, for example. You know, they rushing A all the time, your teammates dies on A. You need to do something, you know? You need to always, if you play solo or duo or and not stuck, you always try to help your team. Don't be aggressive in your team because some days people have a good time, sometimes people have a bad days, you know. With these two smokes you can do everything, yeah? So this smoke is very well because you stuck yourself in the position where they're thinking you're behind the box, you're here. They can't go in here. They need to like through a couple of flashes and rush together. Yeah, no checking all the spots. You know when you checking this one, you need to check this one, but you're gonna die if you have low sensitivity like mine. You see, like I did like a 2 circles to turn myself 108%. Someone is playing on a better and faster sensitivity, but for me, no, I prefer very slow sensitivity. So, on the C as well, this a very good one if you want to fake, if you want to fake the sand. You see their lags, so you can even kill the arena flash, Gecko flash, and you have time to aim the enemy because of this good smoke. Yeah, and you stay like this. They can kill you only by a lucky shot. Yeah, they don't see you, they can only kill you by like just a random shot. So it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen and a lot of times. But this is the FPS game. Sometimes you have very lucky days, sometimes enemy have lucky days. Yeah, you can even stay like this. You see the crouching person. You one tap the operator, or you just like killing some guys on the rush. Kill guy, kill the flash. Don't reload. So if you remember one thing, guys. If you stuck on the sand, never do reload. You die. Yeah, so you have 25 bullets, you have to kill 1 or 2 flashes, and you have to kill at least 2 people. So, this is some fake smokes, some very crazy plays from me, what I do. Yeah, so sometimes people are gonna think, Michael, you're wasting too much smokes. No, guys, I'm not wasting smokes. I'm scaring my enemy. I'm delaying my enemy rushes on my plans, and I try to fake and make myself big, yeah, like with these 2 smokes. This is the best what you can do on a Brimstone if your team dies a lot. This is 2 best smokes. You can step here. You can control all of this side. You make your enemy think that you see mount staying here on a sand because of this one way. Because usually people use one way to pick. Yeah, they are made it for picking. But you're already on A, and you're ignoring that spot at all. Yeah, this is very good one. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the smoke guide. As I think it's become a pretty big guide. Maybe I will delete something from the video to not make this video too long. Maybe some my extra, you know, some talk I'm gonna delete. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and see you on the next map. And next map we're gonna take the which map you like? Mm, I think we can take the bend. Yeah, another good map for the Brimstone. Very small gaps, very small entrances, and very good for the Brimstone smokes. Okay, see you.